Hey student, watch this video and learn how to describe the place where you live in English. Coming up. Hey friends, Teacher Prix here to help you talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime in English. First of all, thank you so much for watching this lesson, for participating, for leaving your comment. It means a lot to me. Consider subscribing because from Monday to Friday, I have many different kinds of English lessons to help you become a better and more confident English speaker. So let's go! How to describe where you live in English, okay? And before I move on to the explanation, I invite you to download my free ebook where I share 5 different strategies to help you better understand and talk to native or non-native speakers. The ebook is free and all you gotta do is register your best email and you should receive this ebook very soon. Now, the first thing we're gonna talk about is location. Here I have a few locations to describe the place where you live. Now here in the first one we have on the outskirt or outskirts, on the outskirt of or in the suburbs. They are a little bit different, okay? Depending on the website, they may say they're the same, but they're not. There's a small difference. A suburb could be a town, a small town or another area where people live in houses, okay, near a bigger, a larger city, okay? So for example, in my case, I grew up in the suburb of São Paulo, okay? The name of the town is Jacareí, Jacarei. Today, I live in São Paulo. I don't live in the suburb anymore, okay? Now, the outskirts, if you say you live on the outskirt of a place, this is not necessarily a town or a suburb, not necessarily, but it could be, okay? This is a part of a city or town that is very far from the center, okay? Very far. We live on the outskirts of the town, okay? So, oh well, what are we gonna do? Okay? Moving on, more locations. Residential area. So I live in the residential area in São Paulo. Even though it's very noisy here, this is not a business center. It's more like a residential area. There are many houses or residential condominiums. The abbreviation is condo, residential condominium. With this residential condominium, condo is the abbreviation. This is usually a private building where there are many houses, okay, or maybe apartment buildings. And in this place, there are many families who live there, okay? In a residential condominium, there are common areas like yards, garages, swimming pools, recreational rooms, or even gyms, okay? Here in my building, I don't live in a house, I live in an apartment, okay? There is a gym and there is a recreational area, okay? Now, number 4 over there, number 4 and number 5 are describing specifically the distance quite close, okay? Very close to, maybe you live close to a shopping mall. Good for you. Or not. Or you live quite close to, I don't know, to school or to your office, okay? Or maybe you live in the center, in the heart of the city, downtown, right in the center. So these are common words that you can use to describe the location of where you live, okay? Now, the house. Usually when we are having a conversation with someone, whether we are describing our house or describing our dream house, we describe the rooms of the house as well as the furniture or home appliances, the electronic devices, okay? Any appliance, any home appliance you buy, like a blender or a TV, microwave, okay? Home appliances. When we are having this conversation, the structure you're going to need is there is, there are, in the simple present, okay? We are talking, if your conversation is in the present, that's my focus here in tonight's lesson. That's the structure we use. There plus be is used to describe things that exist, okay? So for example, in my apartment, there is a very large couch. It is true, my couch is very large. So there is a very large couch in my living room. I cannot say in my house has a couch, okay? That would be wrong. I cannot use the verb have. Maybe if I change the structure and say my house has. So I'm saying that my house possesses a couch. But that's not necessarily okay. In most situations, in most scenarios, you would say you should say there is a beautiful couch in my living room. There is a lamp over there, okay? But if you use the house as the pronoun, the house has, it is possible, okay? But this structure I'm showing you is better. Now, some parts of the house. Kitchen, the place where you cook. And for some families, the place where you do everything. You cook, you have lunch, you have dinner. Dining room. Typically, a dining room is the place where you have dinner at night, okay? Depending on the family, they may use the dining room to breakfast, dinner, and lunch, okay? Lunch and dinner, depends. But traditionally, a dining room is a place where you have dinner with your family or alone. Powder room, did you know that? Well, a powder room, as you can see, there's a toilet. It's a small room, there's a toilet, so we immediately think, that's a bathroom, right? Well, you could say that, all right? We can also say that it's a half bath or a guest bath, okay? This room is not complete. It doesn't have the shower, okay? No shower, no bathtub. It's only the toilet and the place, the sink, for you to wash your hands. This is not a full bathroom. It's a half bathroom. This is very common for guests to use, okay? So maybe, not necessarily guests, but a friend comes over and you're having a conversation and then your friend can say, hey, can I use the bathroom? He can say that. Then you can say, hey, on the left, there's a powder room. So it's a powder room, okay? It's a powder room. This is typically used by guests, by friends who come over and they don't need to go upstairs to use your bathroom. Moving on. Bathroom. Bathroom is a complete bathroom with shower, in some houses a bathtub, a sink, and the toilet. Living room. Yeah, the living room is where you watch TV. In my case, for example, I don't have a TV. Oh well. Study or office. This is, in some places, people may refer the office as a study room. In some places, people may refer to this place as an office. So you decide, is there an office in your apartment or house? Bedroom is where you sleep. And guest room is a bedroom too, but for the visitors, for people who go to your house to visit you and they stay for the night or for the week or for the month. That's a long time. Moving on. Attic and basement. These are extra parts in your house, usually house, not apartment. Attic is a top room, usually small, okay? Sometimes there can even be a study or an office in the attic. And the basement is in the lower part of the house, okay? In some houses in the United States, the basement is like a second house, okay? Because it's a really large space. And here, one thing I forgot to tell you about a bedroom is that in the United States, here in Brazil too, depending on how big the house is, walk-in closets are very common. Not so much in Brazil, but in the United States, this is very common. Most bedrooms will have a walk-in closet, okay? So if your bedroom is very large, it's almost like a second room, but it's a second room inside the bedroom, okay? It's amazing. My dream is to have a walk-in closet. One day. Backyard is it's outside the house, okay? So you can have a front yard or a back, oh my God, my nail, a backyard outside your house. It is in your house, in the area, but it's outside, okay? This in the backyard, families usually have a space to play or to have a barbecue, to have a small party. Some backyards have swimming pools. That's nice. And balcony, this is very common in apartments. In my apartment, there is a balcony. It's a good one, not too big, not too small. I'm okay with it. And hey, if you're enjoying this lesson, make sure to hit the like button and if possible, share this lesson with your friends. By sharing this lesson, you really help the channel grow, okay? Now to a very interesting example of how you can describe the parts of your house, interesting things about your house, and using there plus be. In my house, there are 2 bedrooms. My dream house, okay? Well, not my dream house. It's just an example that I thought about because my dream house is very large. I want a big house, okay? So in my house, there are 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, a spacious. Adjectives are important, okay? Use adjectives. A spacious living room, a dining room, an office in the basement, and a beautiful large backyard. I live in the suburbs of Boston, in Dorchester. Dorchester is in the suburb of Boston, okay? It's a very beautiful residential area. That's true, it's not ugly. Residential area, quite close to the subway station. Even though Dorchester is in the suburb of Boston, there is a subway, train or subway, I don't remember right now, but there is a station near Dorchester, okay? I didn't live there. I have a friend who lived there while I was there too. It is a residential area near, quite close to a subway station. Excellent, my friends. What I want you to do now is post your example here. Describe your dream house or describe your house to me. And if possible, share this lesson with your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for another English lesson. Bye-bye.